Йоу, всех приветствую, дорогие друзья, на следующей серии по Hogwarts Legacy. Меня зовут Вася, мой ник Бамбумен, как вы могли заметить. Спасибо, что продолжаете смотреть прохождение этой игры. Мы остановились как раз-таки на сюжетке. Я не знаю, когда она закончится вообще, именно сюжетная линия. А то, что нужно будет закрывать полностью весь мир, это будет уже как бы в других, скорее всего, сериях. Ну что, продолжаем. Если что, подписывайся на мой канал, ставь лайки и зафоллов меня на Вазде. Ссылочка в описании будет. Так, продолжим. Я думаю, да? Так.
Enjoying the view.
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on. I'll take you to my uncle's.
Погнали.
This way.
Ну веди, что стоишь? Давай, давай.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time. Everyone stays out. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Погнали, посмотрим на твою сестричку.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
Хорошее гостеприимство. Я поставил в сторонке.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. He thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure
Грустненько
Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
Пошли, поговорим.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met on my first day at Hogwarts, in the Slytherin common room.
Oh, the common room. I adored teasing first years about spotting mermaids through the window. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Без тебя в Хогвартсе совсем не тот. Хогвартс совсем не тот. Впрочем, Шарп все такой же гадкий, но ты понимаешь, о чем я. Надеюсь, тебе лучше, Себастьян.
Revelio.
Там пришли какие-то... Это не трогай меня возле Ливара, он не твой. Анна. Сейчас будет у нас...
Why will she not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I know he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something.
Что-то раскопать. Давай посмотрим. Я сейчас их накажу.
Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
Наслали проклятие на Анну.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it.
Infringo!
Expelliarmus!
Protego! Leviosa!
Ребята, поиграем.
Not your best moment, I fear.
What there?
Ах ты сволочь.
Expelliarmus! Protego!
Why can't I hit you?
Incendio!
Ah, I can't win.
Expelliarmus! Incendio!
Ля какой-то.
Get away with that.
You've made your last mistake.
Ой. Всё, хана тебе.
Fight about as well as a puffskein.
Accio! Expelliarmus!
Who do you think you are?
Well,
How nice of you to stop by. Let's get this over with. There. Showing off, are we? Rather unwise coming back this way. Easily diverted.
Confringo.
That was meant for me?
Ой-ой-ой.
Not quite. Pity.
Incendio.
Right. Just then.
А ты задолбал меня.
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for.
Я
I
почти
tried to
сдох,
warn you.
кстати.
Revelio.
Че, у вас тут ничего не спрятано, дружки мои?
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It sounds as if the loyalists attacked Anne without cause.
I wouldn't put it past them, but I'm convinced that they were trying to hide something. It may be grasping at billywhigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up
Revelio.
camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
Печка еще.
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago.
Ага.
But that's all I ever heard.
Revelio.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
Revelio.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Sebastian,
Это
this
с...
house did belong to a Hogwarts professor.
Да.
Hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm
Like
not following you.
Quidditch не
I
перевели.
realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Expelliarmus! Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Я приехала сюда сознание, а теперь меня переполняет желание помочь. Сомнения терзают душу. Такое чувство, словно моя магия жаждет исцелять, а я не позволяю ей. Неужто надежды нет? Неужто угрызения совести будут терзать меня всю оставшую жизнь? Как смотреть людям в глаза и при том знать, что я могла бы облегчить их страдания? Сегодня с него снова увидела мужчина, помнишь, мне отца, он покинул лагерь. Разве плохо было бы помочь ему? По-моему, это позволило бы не только применить мое особое умение для благого дела, но и узнать много нового.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
Я уже вторую неделю в лагере. Каждый день привозят все новых больных. Врачи, маглы и даже наши целители стараются сделать для них все возможное. Скорбь почти осязаемо. Те, кто оправился от чумы, никогда не оправляются от боли утраты. Лихорадка пройдет, когда заживет, но печаль останется в сердце навечно. Я видела мужчин, который, как и мой отец, потерял ребенка. Это невыносимо. Мне хотелось хоть немного облегчить его страдания. Я начинаю думать, что остальные неправы, я способна помочь этим несчастным. На мой взгляд, оставить их страдания не менее жестоко, чем избавить мир от мук.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. Revelio.
Ай.
Confringo. Revelio. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
fair
Уже да.
enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath.
Вот так вот.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
Ага. Интересно.
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in
Ну да,
Hogwarts?
да.
You did not. Is it connected to our common room?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did.
Да, только не
I'll be in
растрепай
touch. Till then.
всем подряд об этом.
Revelio.
Meet me near the ruins of Falbaton Castle. After dark.
Так,
Do not tell anyone.
ладно. Что у нас по заданиям? Астрономия. Окей. Погнали туда.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Что это задание?
And your reading is The Dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the
Это
heavens
такая
remain
маленькая
hazy,
отсылочка или чё?
starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck.
Смотровой площадки.
Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for
No,
you.
no, bring it into focus on your own.
Сфокусироваться. Есть. Фокусировка прошла успешно.
Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the Highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear?
Она мне напоминает моего учителя в этом
Dismissed.
университете по английскому языку. Очень
Hello.
сильно причем.
I don't believe we've met officially. I'm Amit. I'm something of an astronomy buff.
Hello, Amit. It's nice to meet you.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplar. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. come find me there afterwards and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Ну, давай поговорим. Так, сюда вниз надо, да?
Tried to put off my stargazing as long as I could.
О,
Incendio!
страничка.
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
A pristine night for stargazing.
The perfect night for...
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself.
И
And
что
it
ты там
seems there may be
прочитал?
one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
Давай.
And you need someone to help find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
No need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we?
Погнали, погнали.
The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go then. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual
Куда ты
stargazing.
бежишь? Бежишь куда?
It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be
Давай,
here.
не
It is
останавливайся.
good to leave the
Вперед,
glass from now and
шнеля.
then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure.
A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh,
Good
of
for
course.
you.
It's just not as tidy as I expected.
Пошли дальше.
Incendio.
More cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about? Look,
Oh no.
there's a table.
Not this close to school, I mean.
I think you should do the honors. Go on, try it out.
Что мне использовать? Опа.
The constellation should appear near the center of your view.
Ага. Вращать масштаб.
As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able
Oh.
to fill out our star chart.
Да блять.
Stargazing is all about patience and precision.
Ура! Я это сделал. Это было сложно.
I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Thank you, Amit. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm
Гобледуки.
practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.
Окей. Очко таланта я получил. Очко таланта. Так, новые снаряжения, которые ни хера мне не дадут. Которые можно просто продать, я так понимаю, да? Летающие, чтобы вы достигнете прогресса в основной истории. Метла. Что я могу сделать с метлой? Просто выбрать ее. Окей. Так. Мне много очень писем. Травушек, муравушек. Заходим тогда в таланты. Распределить талант надо. Так, вообще. Ну это пофиг. Даже не знаю, что выбрать, если честно. Давай, короче, в темных искусствах вот это выберем, а потом уже будет ясно, что дальше. Допустим. А я до их не получал? Что? Я получал, не понимаю. Победитель пауков, это я, кстати. Вы не знали? Так. Блин, тут еще столько исследовать, это капец просто. Ну, а что я еще не... Шапка. Ули для ветерениц. Так. Высокая крепость. Как вообще узнать, сколько у меня осталось заданий? Получите уровень сена, чтобы начать это задание. Вы научиться использовать Вингардиум Левиопса. Посетите знания травологии. Погнали к профессору Чеснок. Я ее отметил. Где этот чеснок у нас? Вингардиум Левиопс. Не Левиоса, а Левиопс. И ускорить время надо. Подождать. Я подождал. Достаточно ли я подождал? Здорово, рыжуха. Хопа. Хорошая рыжуха. Нравится. Капусту положи на место. голубец будем делать. Бля, какие все веселые. Так. Чеснок.
Wonderful to see you again.
А, чеснок. О, кстати. А это просто.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're
Особенно
coming
профессора
along.
Уизли.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it.
Давай пробовать. Wingardium
When executed
Leviosa.
correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort.
Я изучил. Все, что ли? С помощью Левиоса можно поднимать объекты и перемещать их в различные направления.
Well done! Feel free to practice Wingardium Leviosa here in the greenhouse. I've set some crates out for you in the next room.
А, ну, типа я нажал, и чё, мне нельзя... Или это другое уже заклинание? Нет. А, да. Капец, сколько этих заклинаний. Сука. Ой.
You're a natural.
Просто могу снимать вместе. О, круто. Дорогая профессор Чеснок. Как мило с вашей стороны. А чё не лук? Как мило с вашей... Извиняюсь. Как мило с вашей стороны вспомнить, что я люблю клубнику. Неудивительно, что могла обожать эти душистые. А чтобы вы не выращивали, все получается отменного качества. Это горячавки да ягод. Очень надеюсь, что под вашим руководством моя племянница тоже освоит этот навык. Эленора вас в души не чает. Уверен, как и все прочие ученики. С наилучшими пожеланиями. Эленора Эверли. Эверли. Окей. Окей. В принципе, все. Можно выходить, хотел я сказать. Где тут выход? Тут выход.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Да, я. Я твой young friend. Какого уровня заперто? Жалко. Тут ничего больше нету. Это обидно. Просто все сидят. Окей. Так. Уже Хэллоуин. Тан-тан, 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 тан-тан. Я слышу страницу, только где она? Вот она. Она тут близко была. Так. Не то. Не то. Ай, теперь надо поставить так заклинание, чтобы мне было удобно. Так. Ну что, ребята. В принципе, я считаю... Где страничка не летает? Я что... Где? Она звенит. Сволочь такая. Наверное, наверху. Я считаю... Аж нос зачесался. Что? Что я считаю? Что можно, в принципе, на этой серии и закончить пока что. Кто это орёт? Делать нечего, что ли? По замку орать. Что за манеры вообще такие? Так. Окей. Закончим здесь. Спасибо, что смотрели данную серию. Если она тебе понравилась, ставь лайк, подписывайся на мой канал. И не забывай то, что я провожу свои стримы на Вазде. Ссылочка, если что, у тебя будет в описании. Зайди туда, зафоллов меня, чтобы знать, когда я провожу свои прямые трансляции. Всем спасибо, всем удачи, всем пока. До новых встреч, ребят.